So in this video I'll be showing you exactly my secret to landing loads of low kicks, and that secret being the double step low kick. One of the main reasons why is so I can use it to go in and then easily escape out as well. The main reason why I love this technique is so it's so easy to get in and out. As you can see here, I come forward and then I use my shin as a spring to get back into my stance as my exit plan. So you can dart forward in with the cross, that's one of my favourite ways of doing it. Then a wide step out to the left as we send the kick. That's our escape plan. The wider you step out, the more distance you create, and as a result, the further away you land. Not only are we more evasive when we send the double step low kick, but we also generate a lot more power. So if you imagine when you're playing football, you wouldn't just kick from a stationary position. You wouldn't just do one step and kick the ball. You would do one step with the right leg, then another step with the left leg to generate more momentum and power, and then you would execute the kick. So we actually generate significantly more power by doing this too. Lastly but not leastly, we can also use this to make adjustments on the fly. As you can see, sometimes they like to check, especially if you do it a lot like I do. So you can make adjustments by either kicking the outside of his leg when he puts his leg down, or you can even go and target the inside of his leg. But at the end of the day, you make adjustments based on what your opponent does, and you can make adjustments on the fly because you overcommit so much on the cross. So here's how the rest of the video is going to go then. I'm going to basically show you how to use this double step low kick, exactly how to do it, and exactly how to use it as a counter to their attacks, and how to use it for yourself as an offensive combination by using your hands first to set up the double step low kick. So a few quick demonstrations and then a few demonstrations by me in my real life sparring of me pulling it off. So hopefully you can add at least one of these to your arsenal, boys.
This step off low kick is the best of time when you've got an aggressive opponent, because say if Luke steps in heavy on a jab, look how much weight he's got on his lead leg. This is the most perfect time to do this. However, if he throws it and I stay in front of him, I'm just going to eat that punch. I'm on one leg, he's going to win that exchange because I've only got one leg and he's going to send me flying. So what we want to do is we want to keep him far away. When he steps in on that jab, I'm going to take a step off the centre line, aim straight for my head one more time. Go back. Start from further away. We're always trying to keep him at kicking range, so he's going to have to step in to throw his jab. Take a step off the centre line and throw the low kick.
As you can tell from many of these examples, it works best when they take a slight little step forward, whether I go for the inside low kick or the outside low kick or the crescent kick to the inside leg. It's always best to do when they come forward or step forward. You can use it as a counter kick or a counter to punches at the same time, whether you kick the inside or outside leg.
So this time we're going to do jab low kick, and because we're only trying to prioritise power on this low kick, we're not going to step into our jab, because if we step into our jab, look how close we are to now send this kick. Even if I was to do a big step out, it's going to have to be a massive step out in order to land a good kick, and try and make it so it lands on the instep. So when we do this, I just want this jab to just be more of an arm punch. We don't care about this jab, we just want to make him distracted. He gets distracted, step out, low kick. One more time, moving around. Bang, bang.
From my little examples, as you can see, I usually use a teep to set up the jab and then into my right low kick. So feint teep into the jab, right low kick works really well, but you can absolutely just go jab into right low kick.
So when I'm throwing this cross into double step low kick, I want you to do two steps. So let's just say, by example, Luke throws a cross to my head. I want to take my head off the centre line as I step in on this cross, because we're at kicking range, he throws the cross. I'll take my head off the centre line, and it's more of a three-quarter cross. It's not like a boxer cross where I'm keeping it tucked into my shoulder. Throws it again, taking it off. So from here, we haven't got a lot of leverage to send that right low kick from this position. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do a double step by bringing my right leg to the floor. As soon as that lands, I'm then going to put the kick on the end. So I use this momentum from here, from such a wide stance. I'm going to use my right leg to gallop into this next kick. Okay, so this is what it looked like on speed.
One way is by really exploding into the cross, by really overcommitting on it, and that's the main reason why the cross is one of my favourite punches now, because I can always exit out with this low kick, either exploding into it straight in or using a kick to set it up and then going in with a darting cross. basically, if it ends on a cross, you can put a right low kick on the end by stepping out to your left, and you'll always have a nice exit plan, as you can see. Whether I go arm trap into cross, leg kick into cross into low kick, or even left hook into cross into low kick, I always end up in a safe position.
So this one is the left hook low kick, and when we throw the left hook low kick, we have got no intention of putting any power in this left hook. All we're trying to do is shift all the weight onto this foot here. So we're basically just going to slap him with our lead arm. Notice how all the weight's there? That's when we're going to put the low kick on the end. So my favourite time to do this is as a counter. Let's just say Luke goes as a leg kick. When I come forward, notice how I put all the weight onto that lead leg there. So just when you're doing this, as soon as you feel that low kick, it's better to just eat it instead of checking it first. Check. Or if you eat the low kick, you can come really forward on that. And notice how that wasn't a punch, that was literally just a push almost. So one more time. Bang, and wide step out to the left. Look how far away we land from each other. Okay, so that's the left hook one done.
This one here is one of my favourites, this one. Left hook into low kick, aka the Dutchie. A very common Dutch kickboxing combination where you combine the left hook into the right low kick. So these are opposites, so we can use momentum from our low kick to set up our left hook, and we can use the left hook to set up our low kick.
Here at the end. So now we're going to move on to the liver shot into the low kick. So there's two different ways you can set this up. There's one way we can use it as a counter. The way I like to counter it is if he goes for the cross, slip onto the outside, liver shot, step out low kick. Notice how we're stepping out on all of these low kicks, so we're not going to get hit. He throws it again, slip, liver shot, low kick. And the same again for this. We don't really care about how hard that liver shot is, we're literally doing it to do this. See how all the weight came onto our foot? It's just more of a push, we're doing it to the body instead. Bang, bang, bang. So that's how we would use it as a counter to the cross. My favourite way to set it up with my hand is either with a jab or a slap lead hook to the head. So if I'm going to do a jab, when I throw this jab, a lot of people like to parry and then send across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my jab and then just slip preemptively. I'm just going to preemptively slip. And then I'll throw the liver shot when I put the low kick on. Okay? Last one, this is probably the easiest one for you guys to learn first. But when we're doing the slap lead hook, we want it to be as long as we can. We don't want to do a slap lead hook from here and then throw the liver shot. We want a slap lead hook from distance and then step in with a slip to send that liver shot. So, same thing again, if I send this left hook, send it cross counter. Okay, one more time. Slap lead hook, liver shot, step out low kick. In speed, all of them, so we go for the cross. Slip, liver shot, low kick. This time I set it up with the jab. And then this time I set it up with a slap lead hook. Good. Alright, that's it then. Ready? So this one works best for taller opponents, right? So do you know how to do this one?
Yeah.
So if I'm a taller opponent, if I throw this jab, they like to lean back as they do it more like a cricket ball over. But that is like the type of reaction you'll get. They'll throw the jab and they'll have their chin up in the air. But we don't actually really care about landing this overhand anyway. So my favourite time to do this is when they throw any straight punch, preferably a jab. So when the jab comes, I'm going to slip on the inside as I throw this overhand. I land in a pivoted position. And watch what I do with my lead foot here as well, so step in and loop. Notice how I close the distance slightly as I send that overhand. And like I said, we have no intention of throwing it and landing it. If it does land, that's like the icing on the cake. But as soon as we've done that, we're going to put the low kick on the end. Same as the cross, we're going to do a double step, we're going to bring our right leg, then we're going to do that leg kick on the end. So in speed it looks like this.
Come on, Lincoln, you pussy.
And that is the end of the video then, boys. So hopefully you learned at least one of those that you could put into your arsenal, at least one of those different double step low kick setups that you can use. All of those, as you can tell, were all different ways that we could use our hands to set up the low kick, or we can use it to counter their hands as low kicks. However, I've got a whole course and there's plenty more ways that you can do it. You can use kicks to set it up, you can use feints to set it up. There's many different ways you can do it. And you can do that by accessing my free community. You can get in the free community and then you can speak to people in there. You can help other people out. You can ask me questions in there, level up, and then you'll become a premium member. Or you can just join by simply paying for the premium membership straight away. And then you get instant access to that course alongside loads of different courses on how to be better as a fighter and how to get into the best shape possible. Have a little look, first link in the description, see what you think, and I'd love to see you in there.